Investing in real estate is still profitable if you're playing the right game. Not only will it help you survive, but it will help you thrive when you retire with more money in retirement. Over the last couple of years, demand for investment properties hasn't changed. What has changed is the holding cost for these investment properties. So the question becomes, how can you become a successful investor in today's market? Well, you clicked on the right video. Today, I'm sharing 10 reasons why investing in real estate is still worth it, especially if your goal is to retire with more money and achieve financial freedom. Let's dive in. Why so many investors are hesitant to invest in real estate. Let's start with 2020 and 2021. We had historic low rates where you could get a fixed or variable rate around 1.3% and a fixed rate around 1.75%. But what happened starting in the mid of 2022? And interest rates were increased at least 11 times. And this was despite Bank of Canada governors saying interest rates were going to stay low for a long time to come. How this impacted investors was it eroded their monthly cash flow, and it also impacted the monthly mortgage payments for their investment properties. The second thing is changes to the Tenancy Act. In BC, we have a socialist government led by the BC Premier David Eby that made changes to the Residential Tenancy Act, which essentially gave more rights to the tenant and stripped landlords of their rights. You can click the video above where I talk about some of the changes that were enacted by the BC NDP. The second thing is, let's not forget our socialist liberal government that introduced a flipping tax, and then also to double that, our BC provincial government also introduced their provincial flipping tax, meaning that if you're buying a property, it doesn't matter if it's your principal residence or investment property, you have to hold on to it for a minimum of 2 years. Now you're probably wondering, thinking to yourself, well, this is just another typical realtor talking about why you should be investing in real estate despite all of the negative changes and things that have occurred in the past. I'm here to tell you I bought an investment property in 2021 and in 2022. When I bought my investment property in 2022, it was probably during the worst times to buy an investment property or real estate. At that time, if you're looking back in recent years, it was probably one of the best times to buy real estate. But what happened was sales went down and investors and buyers were sitting on the sidelines. At that time, when I was buying my investment property, I was talking to my dad, and at that time his advice was, leave it, son, keep some money on the side. But to me, who follows the real estate market on a regular basis, I saw a good buying opportunity. And I know if you're trying to generate long-term wealth, whether it's through real estate or the stock market, is you should be buying during the dip. Let's talk about the 10 reasons to invest in Abbotsford real estate, starting with the first reason. Number 1, play the right game. Real estate is a long-term investment. When you're thinking about even buying an investment property or the words come out of your mouth, you need to develop a long-term mindset. So what I mean by this, folks, is there's a lot of friction costs that occur every time when you buy real estate and now you sell real estate. And combine that with our socialist governments at the provincial and federal level that want to tax everything to death, is when you're buying an investment property, develop this golden holding rule of you're going to hold on to this investment property for a minimum of 8 to 10 years. And in the short term, if there are markets that go down, you have enough time to see a good ROI on your investment. Number 2, you can still use leverage. When you're buying an investment property here in Canada, you need a down payment of 20%. The remainder of the 80% can be borrowed through getting a mortgage. When you're investing in stocks or any other asset, you cannot use leverage. Number 3, housing demand is still strong. When you look at the G7 nations, Canada still has the lowest number of housing in comparison to their population. We have a strong rental pool and also a strong buyer demand where people want to buy and get into home ownership. Number 4, invest for price appreciation. If you're buying an investment property here in Abbotsford or the Fraser Valley or the Lower Mainland, you're not going to see cash flow. But one of the reasons why you're investing in real estate for the long term is to see price appreciation. So if you buy a 1-bed, 1-bath condo today for $370,000 and hold on to it for a minimum of 10 years, maybe your condo will go up $100,000 using very conservative numbers. And at that time, you have that option of either to hold on to your rental property or you can buy a second one. Number 5, hire a property manager. When you're talking about people that have sold their investment properties, one of the most common reasons why they get out of the rental market is they rented their unit to the wrong tenant. Here's that occurs with people that have left the investment market or people that buy their first investment property. This is a mistake I made the first time when I bought my first investment property, where I bought the property, and once I had posted it up for rent, I gave it to the first person, and it turned into a nightmare. Long story short, we were able to kick the tenants out, and moving forward, I learned an important lesson, and the lesson was that if I was planning on renting my own properties, I needed to learn the right step, or if I wanted to delegate, I needed to hire up the right property manager that has experience of finding good tenants. Number 6, be conservative with your investment. When I'm talking about investing in real estate, I'm not talking about buying the $1 million or $2 million investment property. It means that you start small. Maybe that means for you, it's a 1-bed, 1-bath condo, or it could be a 2-bed, 2-bath condo. Once you're in the rental market, it makes it easier to build up your rental portfolio. And who knows, after you buy one, you always have the option of adding a second, third, or fourth investment property to your portfolio. Number 7, focus on quality over quantity. Too often, what happens with investors is they start focusing on quantity, meaning they're looking to save money through buying the cheapest investment properties. And here's the problem that occurs. If you're looking at the real estate market and active listings, the cheapest properties are probably the most undesirable properties. So instead of looking to buy a garbage 1-bed or 2-bedroom, 2-bath unit in a strata complex that's crappy where people are selling or trying to get out of, focus on quality, meaning that you're looking to buy a good investment property in the right neighborhood, right strata complex, and the list goes on. Number 8, Abbotsford has a strong rental market. Just look at the monthly average rents on Facebook Marketplace or the data for a 1-bed or 2-bedroom condos or basement suites, townhomes, and detached homes. Right now, the average 1-bed, 1-bath condo here in Abbotsford rents anywhere between $1,600 to $1,700 a month. A 2-bed, 2-bath condo rents anywhere between $2,100 to $2,200 per month. Number 9, there's tax benefits for investors. Yes, the capital gains tax has gone up almost to 67%, but there are still benefits for investing. You can deduct your mortgage interest, strata fees, property taxes, or any expenses and maintenance cost, which help offset your expenses. Number 10, stability in real estate. If you talk to investors that invest in real estate, one of the most common reasons why they say they invest in real estate over the stock market, crypto, is because real estate is tangible. It's an asset they can touch, feel, and see here in real life. So if you are thinking about investing in real estate for the first time, or you're thinking about buying your second or third or fourth investment property, remember, real estate is a tangible asset that you need to hold for the long term to see returns. And if you are thinking about investing in real estate for the short term, not only are you screwed, it's not the right investment for you. Here's a bonus tip. Work with a knowledgeable realtor. Work with a realtor that has experience of owning investment properties, but also helps other investors build up their real estate portfolio in that area. Investing in real estate isn't perfect. It has its challenges. What hasn't changed is the fundamentals. If you hold on to quality Abbotsford real estate for the long term, you're going to see great returns as an investor and a homeowner. The people that lose money or talk negatively about the real estate market are people that invest for the short term and don't understand these fundamentals. If you are an investor and you're looking to sell a tenanted property, click the video on the side because I'm going to talk about all the reasons why you shouldn't sell a tenanted property, because investors are losing a lot of money and these investment properties are staying on the market longer. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below about would you consider buying an investment property, or what you think some of the fundamentals are for buying the right investment property. If you found today's content valuable, my only ask is that you hit the like button and subscribe button so we can keep bringing more content like this to you. I'm Gary Dhindsa, and I'll see you next week.